Hi guys, welcome to the instructions for your very first screencasting video of your very own. So the first thing I've done is I've gone through and I've read all the directions for my project really carefully so I know all the directions. I've also studied the rubric because I know I want to get an A, so I've made sure I've covered all the things required there for my A. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is on your computer there is a program called Screencast-O-Matic, and you probably won't see a shortcut to it on your desktop. So in the search you're going to start typing screen, and if you need to type more you can type screencast, but you'll see it and it's a desktop app. So you'll go ahead and you'll click that. Now when you do that you're going to get, it's going to say that it's updating app for the first run. It's not going to necessarily say what mine says. So it's going to say updating app for first run, and then it's going to give you some choices, and it's going to say pro recorder, site license, and free recording. So you're going to choose free recorder, and then it should pretty much look like mine looks now. So what you'll want to do is make sure this frame, you see you can grab the corner of it and you can make this any size you want, but keep in mind that it's only going to record whatever is in that box. So if you want it to record your whole screen, you got to get it to be the size you need. The other thing you want to do is make sure that this microphone is moving and it's hearing you. If your mic is turned off on your machine, I think you have to hit F4. And you'll see if your mic is muted, it'll be orange with a line through it. And I think it's F4 on your computer to unmute your microphone. So, alright, once that's going, you're going to make sure you select capture screen. Okay, that's what you'll do. But before that, you want to make sure that whatever you're going to record is on your screen. So in your OneNote notebook, you will have already done your problem. And you've got your screencast problems 1, 2, and 3, and 4 that you're going to choose from. So you pick the one you want to do, work it out on paper, check it with me, make sure it's right, and then do it in your OneNote so that it fits nicely on a screen and everything you want to say is there. And you can even pre-highlight things like I did here, or you can highlight as you talk. It's a little tricky to write and talk at the same time, but you can do that if you prefer. So you won't have the demo one that I have here. That's just for this demo. So once everything's ready, you're going to click on the screen record, and then let's see, how do you, let's see here. Okay, so then the little red dot there is what you're going to click to record. So you'll click record and it'll give you a little 3-second countdown, and then you can start. Now remember, you want to have practiced ahead of time because you want to make sure your whole thing is nice and clear and doesn't exceed 4 minutes, but that you explain why you did everything, not just what you did, but why could you say those things were equal? How did you match things up? Then what did you do? And why could you do that? So it's all about understanding triangle congruence and being able to explain that to someone. So I'm going to start mine. I won't do my whole thing, but so I'll start my recorder. Hi, here's my screencast that I'm going to share with you, and it tells me BCD is an isosceles triangle. So those red arrows there, I'm pointing to isosceles to tell me that means I have two sides on my triangle, these two sides that are the same, which means these two angles are the same because the base is BC. So that's the first thing I've got to tell myself that's important. Then I matched up the angles, so B went with J, C went with K, and D went with L. The reason I have B and C the same color is because they're congruent because it's an isosceles triangle. So since they're congruent, I stole the 4x plus 3 from here and put it there. Same thing on the other triangle because that was also isosceles. Then I matched up, I could see from the spelling from these blue arrows that B matched J. So I took the information from B here and J here, and I made an equation out of it right here. So since B was congruent to J, they're equal. Then I solved that and I got x equals 9. Well, the question says I'm supposed to find out the measure of angle L. L's one of my pink ones, and it's blank, so I had to plug my 9 in to these angles up here, to K and to J, to figure out what they were. They were both 39, and then I added up 39 and got 78, subtracted that from 180, so my angle L must measure 102. So then when I'm done, I will click pause on my recording, and then I can play it, make sure I like it and stuff. I can redo it. I can click done and redo another one later. I can throw it away, delete everything and start over. So when I'm got one that I like, I'll click done, and then it'll show my recording here. And what you're going to want to do is click save as video file. So you'll click save as video file. Now there's two things you're going to want to change. File name is going to be automatically like recording number 1. So you're going to click that and change it to like Michael recording or Michael screencast. So this could be Miss Newell unit 4 screencast. Now, it's not Miss Newell's, because if you do any apostrophes or pound signs or any kind of symbols, put a happy face in there, it's going to make the thing not work. So just letters and numbers in your file name, no symbols. The next thing you want to do is go to the folder and pick, you're going to pick the folder and say browse, and then you're going to find on this PC, let's see, probably maybe on desktop, you'll choose your OneDrive, okay? That is if your OneDrive is synced. You will pick OneDrive Joliet Township High Schools, okay? And then you'll just pick it. Pick it, and then say okay. So now it's going to go in the OneDrive, and it's got this file name. Now, if your OneDrive isn't synced, and you click on folder, browse, and you click on desktop, and you don't see OneDrive Joliet Township High Schools, you can save it anywhere you want. Like you could pick this PC and then put it in documents and put it in Screencast-O-Matic or wherever you want to put it, and you'll have to upload it to OneDrive. So I'll show you what that looks like. So let's say I put it right here. Okay, so if you did it to OneDrive, you'll have a little bit less work to do. If you saved it in another folder, I'll show you what's going to happen. Either way, you click Publish, okay? And this will take quite a while. I mean, depending on your machine and your network speed at that moment, it might take a little longer. Okay, once it's published, then you're done with that, so you can say okay. You won't have all these other ones like me. Now, I'm going to close this stuff. I'm going to minimize this just to make sure everything's okay. Minimize, minimize. And I'm going to go to OneDrive. So you would go to JT Learn to get to it. So JT Learn Home. Then you can see your OneDrive right here. So you could click on OneDrive, and then you'll see all your files there. Well, you might have to sign in. And then you're going to find the one you just made, and you're going to get a link for it. So this is how that works. Let's see. Here, my OneDrive has a lot in it. So I'm going to scroll down and find my Screencasting Unit 4 video. Let's see. These are all folders. So there it is. Screencast for Unit 4 that I just saved about a minute ago. Now let me interrupt for a second here and show people what to do if they weren't able to save it in the OneDrive folder. So what you'll do is you'll come to OneDrive from JT Learn just like this, and instead of finding your file in the OneDrive, you'll have to upload it. So that would look like this. So instead of, if it's not in here already, then what you'll do is you'll click upload right here, and then you'll find it. So if it was in documents, and then Screencast-O-Matic, and then it was this screencast, you would double click it or click it and then open, and then it'll upload it. Okay, so then you'll be able to find it. Alright, so whenever you have found it, then you're going to go select it, and I'll explain what to do here at that point. Alright, so I am going to, if I scroll over, the little circle pops up, so I'm going to check mark the circle, and then I'm going to pick share, and I think that your share, you might have a share over here on the left. My share is right here, but click share, and then you're going to click get a link right here. So you're going to get a link, and you're going to make sure, just leave it like that, edit link, no sign in required, and then click create, and that's going to give a link to your screencast. So you're going to copy that link and allow access, and then you're going to go to JT Learn and your algebra page, and right over here under submissions you'll see where it says screencast congruent triangle. So you're going to click on that, and then you're going to plus to add a new link, and then you're going to make sure, see that HTTP that's already there, make sure you delete that first. And then you're going to right click and paste your link that you copied in there. And then the only things that are required are your period number. So pick your class period. I'll just say that I'm in period 1. But pick your period. And then my last name's Newell. And then I'll save it. And there you go. Mine is submitted. Okay, so I've turned in my project. And if I click on it, it should take me to my screencast, and I'll be able to play it if I wanted to. Well, I think it is because mine's still in use, but I'd be able to access yours, or if I closed it, closed the screencast, then I could open it. But that link is there, and that's all there is to it. Okay, so that's how you submit it. All right, have fun. That's the main thing. Have fun. Make sure that you look over all the rubric. You know, if you lost your paper, the rubric's here on your class page. So make sure you review that, so you're going to get your A, and you're going to do great. Have fun.